to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show, that's where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show.
All right. How about that? Thank you, sweet Sister Mercy. Hey, welcome, everybody. It's a nooner here at Hall Around Town Radio. I'm Scott Hall, your host, and we're calling it One-on-One Wednesday. We're doing it a couple times a month, and I'm bringing you just one individual that we want to talk to and get a little background or information into their life and their music-loving life, especially here at Hall Around Town Radio. But never fear, Wednesday with the band will be out there, too. We've got a couple of those coming up here at the end of the month, including our friends from Uncle Rico and Kevin Fox and Kevin Cooper joining me in the next few weeks. So be with us for that. But right now, without any further, I'm going to bring a guy who I have like 1,000% respect for, a man who has certainly made his mark on the local music scene and is one of the greatest supporters of local out there. And I want to welcome my good buddy, Hollewood.
Hey,
Hollewood.
what's happening?
How are you?
That's some big shoes to fill, my man.
Well, man, you're doing it. All right. You've been doing it since the day I met you.
Yeah,
you were it.
Yeah, I think we crossed paths probably about 8 years ago is what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. It was a while back. And you impressed me then with your ability to promote. And we're going to get into that today because you're one of the greatest promoters I know out there. When you set your mind on something, man, you're certainly going to put it, both feet forward. And I love that about you.
Well, I definitely most appreciate it.
Well, let's get a little background for those who may not know my bearded friend here. We're going to also talk about something he's got coming up at the end of the month, which is really cool, and we'll get into that. So stay with us today. If you have a question for Hollewood, you can throw it in the comments as well. But for the listeners who are just discovering you through Hall Around Town Radio here, tell me a little bit about your background and what your venue there, the Hub, means to you right now in the local music scene, buddy.
Well, it's I've been doing this for about 8 years. I was with another venue in town. I was with Pullman Lanes and Family Entertainment Complex for a while, and I think that's where we've really connected from. And then I had the opportunity to get into Hamilton's Urban Backyard. We are located at 501 Main Street, Hamilton, Ohio. We are a tap room, and we've got the best outdoor area on the west side of Hamilton, Ohio, with our backyard. So needless to say, it's the outside is more warm weather driven, and then the tap room is what we get through the colder months.
Well, we're getting a lot of viewers here already commenting on you. They love you, man. And Jimmy Unger's on here with us. Jimmy, thank you so much.
Appreciate
Carla,
you.
Zach, Steve, thanks for the comments. So the Hub, as it's known in Hamilton's Urban Backyard, I've been there through all seasons. It's an intimate, cool little vibe inside in the tap room that you do all kinds of things and events, and we'll talk about those. But also outside, man, it is just like you say. It's like sitting in your backyard, having a cold beverage and watching some good music and just being there in a gathering place with friends and family. And you tend to be the mayor of the Hub, I'm going to call you, all right? When you walk around there, you're shaking hands, kissing babies. It's got to be a good feeling to have that kind of local support.
Sure, it's interacting with your customer, walking around talking, getting feedback, getting the best of the local entertainment that you can bring in. Seeing the backyard packed is awesome. I love when it's a busy night and my phone's blowing up and I've got friends texting me saying, "What Catholic festival do you have there this night?" So that's like a little running joke, but it's an awesome feeling. It's awesome to be surrounded by great people, great musicians.
Well, I'm honored to be surrounded by you many times. And, we try, we're both busy, but we try to kick lunch up once in a while and just shoot things off each other. And I love that. But, how did your love of music lead you into becoming what you are today in this venue owner operator / thing you're doing?
Well, I've always been into music. Took broadcasting in high school. I did that for about a year. And then, just becoming an adult, music's always been part of my day to day. I did a I did the corporate world for about 20 something years, clean cut, shaved. You guys wouldn't have recognized me.
I don't when I see the pictures.
So I still get people freak out when they see pictures with me without a beard. And then I just had the opportunity to get into this entertainment business. And the way I took it, Scott, and ran with it is, this is the way I want to do it. If I was a customer and I wanted to go to a venue, this is how I would want to see it.
Well, and again, it's warmth. It's for lack of a better term, brotherhood. It's that kind of thing when you walk into the hub, I think. I mean, I notice you've got a lot of regulars. You've got people that obviously know you. You can walk around Hamilton and everybody knows you. I've been to River's Edge with you, and we can't walk around the perimeter of that place without you getting stopped 1,000 times. I feel like I'm hanging with a celeb there. And you're just that kind of guy. You're a friendly guy. You do some great things. And the music kind of ties it all together. It brings, I mean, the bar business is one thing, the tap room, everything, but the music is what I think is the glue that brings this together. Do you remember by any chance the first live show you saw that made you think, I want to be part of that world someday?
Yeah, I don't want to be crucified for what I'm about to tell you. I think it was 1982. It was my first concert. It was the Flock of Seagulls opened up for the Go-Go's. And it was just from there on, this is what I want to do. I want to be involved.
Dude, immediately turn in your man card.
Sorry.
You could have said Motley Crue or anything else for me, and I'd have believed you, but you said Flock of Seagulls.
Flock of Seagulls and the Go-Go's.
I love it. I love it. I saw the Flock of Seagulls too. I have to admit that. So we'll both be in the same boat on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is to people who get the urge to be part of the music scene, there is like something that draws you to it. And it's home to me. I think it's home to you whenever we're out hearing live music, and we've been in the same venues, listening to people, and you sit there and it's not time that we have a big chat. It's time where we focus and listen to the songs and the song lyrics and those kind of things. What drives you to come in every day and make yourself a well-known name in Hamilton, and also to drive this business that you're pushing for here? What drives you every day to do that?
It's a great feeling. It's great to be part of something. Hamilton has changed a lot over the last 10 years. There's a lot of businesses that have moved into Hamilton to kind of make it like it's a destination. We are the cool, hip town where, 10 years ago, Scott, people would have drove in and drove out. So to be part of something this big is totally awesome. And music is just the added bonus.
We're getting a lot of Flock of Seagulls comments here. I'm trying to sort through them, but yeah, it's okay, folks. I love the 80s, and I love the MTV era of the 80s, and I know you do too. We've discussed that. And one thing I want to get into, you're doing something called Hollywood's Gen X on your personal page every day, which I find genius, because you're asking all the questions I want to ask people sometimes.
Yeah,
and it's simple.
It was something, that I thought of, and that's really the last thing I probably want to do right now, Scott, is manage another social media page. But again, as we are getting older and we are embracing, the simple things that made us happy growing up, and being around like-minded individuals that love music as much as we do, it's always fun to ask a question. And some of the questions I've been asking is to get feedback from what somebody's take was. So again, I'm not saying you have to like every group that I post or everything I put out there, but it's something that might take you back for a minute. It might take you to a different time. It's like, okay, there's a lot more people that like REO Speedwagon than I thought. I thought I was the only one that liked REO Speedwagon.
Nah, man, you're taking me back to my youth, and you're taking me back to my time. I loved music. I mean, I was so into it then. I mean, I could tell you every group, every name of the group members and all that. So that's what it's done for me. And it's something that I don't think it's anything like you're looking to hit some big home run with it. You're just putting questions out there, which again, make people smile and relive it. And you're always in the business of making people smile, my friend.
I appreciate that, man. It's, again, life's too short not to smile.
Amen.
Simple stuff.
Well, for some of the folks that may not know you that are watching the show today or going to be watching after we're live, which many of them will because of a noon time slot here, All Around Town Radio obviously is all about supporting local music. We've kind of made that clear through our shirts that we have out there and all those things. But we also like to pump up the tires of those who are also so supportive. And one of those tire pumps that you got is you were the second recipient of the All Around Town Music Hall of Fame Award. And I don't take these lightly. I give them to people who really make a contribution to the local music community. The first person to receive one was Karis, the Bell and the Bear, because of COVID. She saved us all through COVID. I mean, she was a genius. And then you, who I met, who the first thing that impressed me about you was your social media skills. And you taught me a lot of things. And I thought I knew a lot about social media and making posters and flyers. Man, you taught me more than I think you really know.
Yeah, it's sharing what you know. I mean, we're not spring chickens, Scott. So again, you got to remember, we grew up without cell phones. All this stuff is new to us, and growing up into an age where we had to learn computer systems, we had to learn, it's either you learn or you fell behind. So again, social media was just something I embraced. I look at it as it's free advertisement, and you've got to stay relevant on social media. You can't post something about a band playing in your venue on Monday and expect everybody to remember that by Friday. There's so much overload and so much stimulation. You've got to repost a couple times about an event going on in your venue to be successful.
Well, and you're exactly right. I think the whole thing with one and done like that, so many people think I make an event on Facebook and everybody's going to come. That doesn't happen. You have proven that through your advertising and what you've done. And when you were at Pullman Lanes, I was so impressed with everything you did there. The TVs, the logos up, the advertising scrolling for so that anybody walked in the room knew what was happening there. And you've done the same at the hub. I mean, you're doing the same thing there. I mean, look in the background behind you. Here's a guy who throws my logo and the hub's logo up on the screen. There's a guy that knows how to advertise. Okay. I mean, he's doing the right kind of things. So how do you approach this every day with finding the time to make all this work? Because you're a busy man. You're not only doing that, you're ordering beer in the place and things like that.
Yeah, it's a lot to it's a lot to do and to stay on top of, but it's something I've just put into my daily routine. Again, you have to find time to do it is what I'm wanting to say. Promoting and getting people, it's a two-way street. And I've said this and I commented on this before. It is a two-way street for a venue. It's a two-way street for an act that is coming to your venue to play. So I'm not following up with the comments, but I think you're getting some doozies.
Well, and Kimberly, that's a great comment. She says, and we can't forget those dance moves that you recently posted of yourself.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. But
that drives people to your page. That makes people want to come back And like I said, you're a mastermind at it. And people can sit there all day. People fault those who are social media savvy a lot. They're like, oh, they're attention grabbers. They're this, they're that. No, you're selling a product. And the product is Hollywood right now. I mean, the hub aside, all that, the product is Hollywood. And Hollywood, what comes along with Hollywood is success to anybody that employs you or anybody that has you there or partners with you or whatever, like you're doing in the hub. It's not a huge venue. It's not a venue that you're going to have a concert with 800 people at, but it's a venue that if I go see somebody sitting in the corner playing there in the tap room, I feel really comfortable. And I think that's very nice and cool. So we got to move on though. I got other things to say to you.
Yeah, you got to. One thing is you got to sell yourself. You got to believe in yourself.
Well, and you definitely sell yourself. I mean, you got stickers, you got it all, man. You do. And I got one somewhere back here behind me. Oh, it's back there in the corner. Yeah,
I think there's a Disco Fever hat behind you too.
Right here. Yes. How about that? Boy, that hat looks big on my noggin, doesn't it? Disco Fever. Hollywood's trucker hats that we had a part of. He has always had something going here. And let's talk about this hometown music revival. You are throwing your own birthday party. Yeah, so this hometown music revival, and I'll try to give you the quick version. It morphed from being the Hollywood's birthday bash that we was doing here. It started at Pullman's. I had Staggerly play on my birthday night, and it just morphed into, hey, that was fun. Let's do it again next year. So we ran it as the Hollywood birthday bash for about 4 years. And then this year we got to talking that, just between my family and a few people, is we decided to change the name to Hollywood's Hometown Music Revival. That way, this is something that could go on potentially, is what my long-term vision for this is. This will be something that is done yearly moving forward, whether I'm on this earth or not. Well, Hollywood's Hometown Music Revival. It's going for 3 days. Not just one birthday celebration, but 3 days. All right. This guy does it big. He does. And it's going to start kickoff on a Thursday, right? And then it's going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
At the hub, first 2 nights.
Yeah.
So what do you got going?
So we got Michelle Robinson. Michelle's a good friend of mine. And again, this goes back to the relationships you build with these artists over the years. It's a cliche sounding, but you take care of them, they take care of you. So Michelle is going to come back and play with her guitar player Trevor. They're going to do a Thursday night at the hub. So I call them assholes and elbows shows, where you can't move and get out of your way. So it's going to be a good show. And then we go into Friday night with our friends Gina and Johnny, which are actually in Memphis right now, getting ready to perform at the International Blues Challenge. I seen they were playing down there. They got 2 nights already, and then hopefully they'll make it to the finals. So that is good quality entertainment. And then we wrap up over at Pullman Lanes. Jeff Pullman schedules the Staggerly band for us for that night over there at Pullman's. And we've got some special guests coming in on that one. I know for y'all that don't know, Mason Johnson's father, Derek, is in Staggerly. So that's always a treat to get to see those two play together live.
Oh, I saw it last time. It was fantastic. Let me tell you, and the magic that goes on and the love for you in the room is so cool. And I got to at your bash to present you with that award the one year. And you were talking about Gina and Johnny, our friend Ed Sawicki, who was the 3rd recipient of the Hall Around Town Music Hall of Fame award. He's down there in Memphis capturing all that on camera. So hopefully we'll be able to live through him this week and those kind of things. But Hollywood, there's so much going on out there in the music world. And you obviously booked your party. You wanted the people to play that are friends and people you love and all that to come in there. But what makes an artist or a band stand out to you when they reach out to you and want to be part of your life or part of a show at your place? What makes them stand out the most?
I think just being themselves, being genuine, bringing in a good quality product. I mean, years ago, when I got into booking bands for the first time, it was like I would leave the venue that I was running and I'd go hit 4 or 5 venues in one night just to get out to scout bands to see if this would be a good fit for us or not. It's just be yourself, set up a good quality product and believe in the product that you're selling, and you guys will go far. There's so many awesome, and I have met so many great friends just from you in the music business. It's insane the networking that I have done in just 5 years. It's
Well, and you
amazing.
look at Melissa from
feeling.
Finding Melissa's on here and Missy's on here, and there's people that I'm proud to know and you're proud to know, and they're good people. And we like to surround ourselves with good people.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you do. I know you do that. And I hate to use the term the trash takes itself out, but sometimes people don't want to be good people in the business. So we don't worry about that. We just go with the good folks and surround ourselves with it, you know?
Right. Continue supporting the people that do it and do it good, and the people that want to be there. You know, hey, I want to come play your venue. Hey, I'm leaving work tonight. You're playing down the street. I'm going to come watch you and support you.
Got another music question for you. Is there a genre or style of music that you've grown to love more than others because of the artists you've hosted over the years?
I've really embraced this outlaw country music. And again, a lot of people call it outlaw. It's not the pop country. It is the outlaw. It's the old 60s and 70s sound, the Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. It's the newer guys that are doing it. And some of the guys I've actually had in here, like Alex William, Addison Johnson, they run with a same group of guys. They do a lot of stuff with like Cody Jinks. So I'm rock and roll at heart, but I do love my country music.
Well, and I know that for a fact that you do, and I can't deny that either. I did 3 shows once in a row with Cody Jinks, and I will tell you what a class act his whole camp was, and they were all in their 20s. So if anybody says the millennial bunch is not good at what they do, they're good at what they do. You know?
That is the first time that we met, that 3-day show up at JD Legends.
It
Ward
was.
Davis. Yeah, I was with Ward Davis's couple of his buddies, and that's where I met you up there.
And Cody was a genuinely great guy. I mean, but he took no prisoners either. His team came in. This is what we expect. This is what we want. And the show went off great because of it. And I think that's cool that you've kind of leaned towards that independent artist thing too, because so many of these record labels want to morph somebody into being what they're not. Don't you think? Yeah,
it's just there's so much out there, and it's like, when we have music trivia here, shameless plug, we do music team tune trivia on Wednesday nights, and I see the rounds, and I'm like, am I getting that old that I don't know some of these younger songs?
Oh, yes.
It's like, it's like I turn around and I've got Tourette's like 3 songs into it. You can hear me losing air that I'm so exhausted that I don't know this music.
Yeah, I'm not good at the new stuff either. But yet I can follow that guy on Instagram who does these songs are turning 60 this year, and I know every damn one of them. So, it's a great world, the music world is. And what do you think's our biggest challenge today to keeping live local music in the forefront?
I think for business owners, I think for venue owners, it's cost. I mean, I know you guys talked a little bit about cost on yesterday's show. It's there's a lot of cost that goes into running a venue, and then you've got ASCAP, you got CSAC, you got BMI you got to pay. And these guys aren't joking around. There's been in the news some of local venues that's been getting hit. And I just heard of another local venue in town that they told me that they're not going to be doing live music anymore because of the cost of ASCAP.
Yeah, it's I don't get me started on that. We'll talk about the music mafia on another day, but that's exactly what I think it is. And it's kind of sad because if all that money was going to the artist, I'd be fully supportive of it, but it's not. You know, it's overhead, it's business, extortion, so to speak. And those guys will hate me for that, but that's just the way it works. And
yeah, and I think that's keeping some venues second guessing what they're doing.
So that's a challenge, obviously. The challenge as well is, and give me your feeling on this, because we were just talking about the young generation of artists that you've had in your place, but is that a dying breed, you think, in our young people today, that they're not going out and seeing live music like us old folks like to?
I don't think it's a dying breed. I just think it goes in waves. And, you know, because again, I look at my daughters, which, you know, early 30s and late 20s. And, you know, it's just something I've instilled with them, you know, growing up, that music has been a big part of their life. So you're still getting some of the younger crowd coming out. I just think it's a different shift in style of music that might not be my taste of music, but it's, you know, might be their taste of music.
Well, yeah, and you've taught your kids well, because I've seen them come sing along to songs at venues that, you know, are 20, 30 years older than they are. But you've educated them well. My parents educated me well to music, too, traveling across the country in a wood-paneled station wagon with an 8-track player and all those fun things back in the day. But I hope that it's not a dying breed. I hope that the younger generation is not going to sit and watch Netflix and chill, and they're going to get out and support live music. And they're going to do all those things. But if you were to, if somebody came to you and said, Hollywood, what can music lovers do to better support local venues and artists? What would it be?
I would just say like and share, you know, like and share social media posts. That is, I mean, that's the power of the people there. And that's the way the word gets spread nowadays. People are on their mobile devices. They're on their MacBooks. It's the power of the people, and that's how the word gets spread. I mean, if you want to show up and support, show up, buy a beer, and if you like what you see and the artist has merchandise, buy a T-shirt. But, you know, tell a friend about it. I mean, you don't have to be overbearing, like you got to go see this person, but share your thoughts with, hey, I was at a venue the other night and I seen a really cool guy, man. Might be worth you checking out.
Yeah, and that T-shirt puts a little gas in the van, gets them to the next location.
Sure.
First. I mean, keep that in mind too.
I've said that for everybody that we've always talked about. You want to take your night up a level, sell, you know, 10, 15 T-shirts, man. You know, that's 50% profit for you.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see what some comments we got. Seven West is out there. Thank you, Seven. Hello, Tim Butterfield. Says, got to get out and see as much music as you can. Thank you, Seven, for that. And Chris Reese says, I like and share Hollywood. There you go. Thanks, Chris. And yes, Mike Miller saying, my youngest kid's playing a Battle of the Bands in February. My nephew won Battle of the Bands last year, packed out Yellow Cab. The younger kids aren't getting paid as much and are making original music. Yeah. And there's some really good young bands out there that we're going to feature on the show coming up here in the next month or two. I'm trying to twist a little bit into bringing new school in versus old school some days, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. Hollywood, let's change gears for just a second. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, my friend.
Whoa, here we go.
Ready?
I'll see what I can do here.
You told me about your first concert you went to.
I was 13.
Flock of Seagulls, everybody.
1982, I was 13. So, yeah, tell them to get off my ass.
Do you remember the first real song that you listened to that had impact on you, that you said, I love music? Do you remember that at all?
I still have the 45, Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting.
Okay, I got to laugh a minute.
No, I've still got my 45 of it.
Carl Douglas. Everybody was kung. I would have worn my shirt today that said, "Surely not everyone was
Everybody
kung
was
fu
kung
fighting."
fu fighting.
Yes, but yeah,
At the
unbelievable.
time, I had no idea who Carl Douglas was. I liked the groove. I had it on a 45, and I think I might have got karate chopped half a dozen times by an older brother or something because of playing that song.
Well, I can understand that because it did have a ring to it, especially the opener of it,
Yes.
and all that. It's so funny though. Today, still at my music trivias, I can play that song, and everybody starts writing it down. They know it from the first line in the song, so that's kind of cool as well. Do you
Yeah.
have a favorite artist from your past that somebody that you really liked?
Ultimate Led Zeppelin. And again, I don't want to take any flack for this, but close second would be the band Kiss.
I'm not going to give you any flack over Kiss. I've seen Kiss in my lifetime 13 times, I think, or 14 times. So yeah, I'm there.
I've ran into you at a Kiss concert up in Dayton.
Yeah, we got some photos there, I think. Yeah, that was a good show too.
Yes.
And I was down there where the pyrotechnics were searing my eyebrows off, so I was having a great time.
Nice.
It was good. Yeah, I love Kiss. I do. And there's so many artists out there that influenced us as young people to go on and then have an open mind to listen to other artists. Is there anybody on your radar today that's a new up and comer that you'd like to throw a shout out to there?
There's a couple of them, but one that's been sticking with lately is, and then the more I watch like their videos and them doing other people's songs, Blackberry Smoke, man, hands down, is insane right now. So they've got there's a compilation out of Bad Company songs. I don't know if you've heard this out. It came out, I think, in December. And they do a cover of Running with the Pack. And I'm like, wow, that is good.
It is. And Blackberry Smoke, super cool. And some friends of ours, I actually, Shane DeMoss from Until Rust and Half-Life and Roger McNutt and some of them, they were down in Mexico at a show that Blackberry Smoke and JJ Gray were doing. We've been to the JJ Gray shows together. And they were out on the beach with these guys just having a good time, playing cornhole, doing all that with Blackberry Smoke. What a cool bunch of dudes and what great music.
Now, speaking of JJ Gray, I just seen a video, and I think this is probably recent within the last 2 or 3 months. It was he was out on stage with Blackberry Smoke, and they did the song On the Hunt by Leonard Skinner. Amazing. If you haven't seen it, pull it up. It's out on the Book of Faces. It's out there somewhere. Pull it up. JJ Gray and Blackberry Smoke, phenomenal.
Perfect. So what's the future hold for Hollywood? What are you going to do next? Because you keep bringing new things in like Gen X and all that. What's next?
I don't have that crystal ball to say what's the next big thing. I made it a point to start incorporating giving back with the things I do. We did some stuff here at the hub over winter with New Life Mission, a sock drive. How can you help out? Because you don't want to ask people for money. You don't want to say, hey, put money in this jar or whatever. Let's get instant gratification. How can I help somebody with instant gratification? Taking 200 pairs of socks to New Life Mission is instant gratification. So
absolutely.
So we are doing with the Hometown Music Revival until the end of January. We are working with Animal Friends Humane Society here in Hamilton, where we're bringing in. It's really cool. They've got a food pantry up at the animal shelter. So if somebody needs a bag of dog food and they can't afford it, they go to the shelter and pick up a bag for free. It's amazing. So what we're asking is people, if you're coming to the hub or if you're coming to one of the Hometown Music Revival shows over, towards the end of the month, is to bring in a new bag of dog food or cat food, a small bag, something we can take up and help fill the pantry with, because that goes a long way with our friends at Animal Friends.
That is outstanding, my friend. Thank you for doing that.
And see, it's that stuff is simple, Scott. That's simple stuff right there.
And Melissa from Finding Melissa said, we've got a new Kiss song for you on the 24th, Hollywood. There you go. They're going to add a song for you again. They do it all the time. I love that group.
Three of the nicest individuals you ever will meet in the music business.
Can I just say, Kevin Cooper has the best statement. I couldn't make it any better, and I'm going to read it right here. It says, "Hi, guys. Hollywood, thank you for being a leader and an all-around light in our music community." And that is so factual. You are a light, my friend.
Thanks, Kevin. You rock, dude. Kevin's always been a solid person to me. You know, there's this whole music community. I've gotten so much support, and it's just people want to be treated like, you know, again, I don't want to get into the cliche, but treat people the way you want to be treated. And man, it goes so long. I mean, just be cool, man, and take care of people. Do right by each other.
Amen. Hey, any final shout outs to anybody, the artists, your staff there at the Hub? Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to my family that put up with my shit every day. You know, my wife, you know, what do we got? Well, you're bar backing today, you know, or you're running trash today, you know, and so no, we're a big family here at the Hub. The Buckalos, their daughter comes in and she picks up shifts. My daughter comes in and picks up shifts. My wife doesn't want to pour any beer, but she will pour canned beer and run trash. So I'm just thankful for those folks every day. I'm thankful for my staff. Garrett, my manager, he makes me look like a rock star. You know, it's just we've got good people working for us. We've got great customers, and we bring in the best live local entertainment into this town of Hamilton that is thriving right now.
Absolutely. And you're a big fixture at River's Edge too. People know you there. And
yeah, I was going to say my second passion is River's Edge. I love that venue. I love being able to be part of that venue, and it is so cool. It is one of the hidden gems in the state of Ohio, and just go back and look at the talent that's been booked into that venue over the years, and look at everybody that's now playing festivals and headlining shows. I mean, it's not something that happens overnight. This gets built. It's
so cool. And I appreciate you introducing me to that venue and making me a part of several events there, including Corn Stand Jam and some of those that you've helped get me involved with. So thank you so much for that. And a couple of quick things here at the end. Number one, I ask everybody I interview this, and most of you know it already, but it's if you could be on stage, and you don't obviously play music, but if you could be on stage in the presence of, let's say, running the stage with any artist, past or present, who would you pick?
I would probably say the full group of Led Zeppelin.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, yeah. Just, you know, maybe like the song remains the same era, and just hanging out on the stage would be so cool.
You'd be drooling down your shirt. I mean, you'd be like, you know, fanboying all the way there. Yes. I would be too. That's cool. All right. Some quick things at the end. We're going to have fun with you now. You ready?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot a question at you. You're going to give me a rapid answer. What do you think about that? You know, he's not one for rapid answers, but I'll throw it at you here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Favorite genre to go hear live?
Rock and roll.
Loud crowd or quiet, locked-in audience?
The more, the merrier.
Opening band or headliner?
Headliner, but opening band that you might not know of that becomes your new favorite band.
There you go. I like that. Gosh. Best crowd night of the week.
Best crowd night of the week.
Yeah.
I would have to go with Saturday.
Yeah, that's a big answer on that one. Most underrated genre in the local music scene.
Most underrated genre in the local music scene. I might say like rhythm and blues music.
Okay.
I mean, we've got some great bands that do it really good, It's got that blues funk feel, but again, I think it's underrated.
I think I know the answer to the next one. Vinyl, streaming, or radio?
Scott, my love has been with vinyl. I've been with vinyl longer than I've been with my wife.
I knew that was coming.
I've been with Stevie Nicks and Linda Ronstadt longer than I've been with my wife.
Sorry, Pam.
Sorry, Pam. But no, I think my collection's roughly up to maybe 2,500 albums. So I've got a cool little listening room that I like to escape to. Sometimes at the beginning of my day or at the end of my day.
Okay. I got a couple more here. Early doors or packed house at showtime?
Early doors.
All right. Best compliment a band can give a venue?
I appreciate you going above and beyond and promoting the show. I got that. I just got that today, is what you do for us and how you promote the shows. We don't get that from many venues, or if we get it at all.
All right, last two. Show you walked into expecting nothing out of, but walked out amazed?
U2, Zooropa tour, mid-90s maybe.
Okay, and lastly, the last song you played in your car on the way to work. When you're not on the phone, which you're on all the time probably, but yeah.
Last song that I played.
Do you remember it?
Probably was a Blackberry Smoke song. I've been listening to that cover album, the Bad Company covers.
Cool. That's what I got today, my friend. Hey, you've not only been one of the first recipients of the Hall of Fame award here at All Around Town Radio, you've been the first one-on-one interview here with One-on-One Wednesdays, which we're adding this season. So,
man, that is so awesome. I really appreciate the support that everybody's given me, and I appreciate your support and these opportunities here to get messages out, to spread the word. But yeah, most definitely appreciate it.
Well, dude, I'm one of your biggest cheerleaders, I'll tell you that. And you are a rock star, literally. It's been said here in the comments, but you are a rock star without picking up a guitar. That's cool.
That's another thing I get a lot, Scott, is people's like, what instrument? No, I don't. I'm just a fan. I'm not only a booker. I'm a fan of live local music, and that's what we do. And I love it. So just real quick, I want to throw this out there. If anybody has any days off on the 29th, 30th, or 31st, I would love for you to come to Hamilton, Ohio to enjoy some music and hang out with me at Hollywood's Hometown Music Revival.
Absolutely. And I can tell you from being there, guys, it's a party. It's always a good party. And thank you, Tim Butterfield, for that. I appreciate that as well. And again, guys, as I said, don't fret. We'll have Wednesday with the band, have full bands on and all that. But I find this to be much more fun for me because I have a chance to just one-on-one talk to somebody and get the feel about them and let people know how they are. And the bands get a little hectic sometimes trying to get everybody's word in. So this is cool. And Hollywood, thank you for being my first guest here on One-on-One Wednesday.
Most definitely appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody in the local live music community scene. Again, it's nothing but 100% of love. I mean, we're always going to have some haters and there's always going to be some glitches, but 99.9% time, we all get along and have a great time.
You're a good human, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being with us today. Hey, join me tomorrow live at 5 for Who's Playing Out, the best musicians and venues in the tri-state, including the Hub, who reports in every week and tells me to put it on the list, and I tell you where to go. That's how that works. We love it, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time right here at All Around Town Radio. Thanks, Hollywood.
Thanks, guys.
Stay with me, buddy.
All right.
Don't forget, guys, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent.
I flip on the book of face.